Hi everyone, this is Wayne Rivers at Performance Construction Advisors, where we build better contractors. This week I want to talk about resolving any workplace disagreement. Oh, well, that sounds interesting. Where did this come from? This came from a man named Dave Kline on X, formerly Twitter. It's the @ symbol Kline, Klinei, like David Kline II. And you can follow him on Twitter as well. He talks about a former company where he regularly mediated disputes. And, what about this is important to you? Well, I guess it's impossible in business where you've got strong-willed people to have a perfectly dispute-free organization. Sometimes people are going to get at odds with each other. Maybe it's a go, no-go, and I'm advocating for a go, and my associate is advocating for a no-go. Who knows? There are going to be disputes. So he says that there are 8 steps to resolving any workplace disagreement. So let's see. I'd be interested to know what you think, and you can share with us in the comments. He says when two people are in disagreement, they become entrenched, and they try to perfect their arguments. So at that point, they're not really responding point by point. I'm perfecting my argument to advocate for this, and you're perfecting your argument, and we're not really doing this so much anymore. So communication breaks down. He calls this the alignment pyramid. 8 steps to the alignment period. Number 1, mission. Do we agree? We build better contractors. We all agree on that mission every day. So now we've established a point of agreement. Okay? Second thing, goals. Are we in agreement that we have the right goals? Are we in agreement that go, no go is an important facet to helping us manage risk in our construction company? 3, the path. Does our chosen path still make sense? Are we on the right path? Forget about this GNG decision that we're doing. Generally speaking, are we on the correct path with our company and the projects that we're undertaking? The 4th thing, do we see the same barriers holding us back? I may not see the same barriers as my associate. And so we need to understand what are the barriers that are keeping us apart. So now we're actually getting into the mediation piece of it, I think. Evidence. What evidence is there that this is a critical obstacle? Again, I might not see that evidence, but it shouldn't be a feeling necessarily. I feel like this is going to be a great project. Okay, that's fine. But what evidence can you present that this element of risk, it's a new geography, okay? That's a risk for us. What evidence can you provide that we're going to be able to overcome that risk and move forward and be alignment with our mission, our path, et cetera, et cetera. The priority is number 6. Are we paying the proper attention to this? Are we just blithely saying that a new geography, it's only 100 miles away, that's a day trip, that's nothing? Are we really giving this the proper attention that it's due? Now, the easiest way to manage risk in a construction company or any business for that matter is just say no to everything. Right? If you say no to everything, new geography 100 miles away? No, absolutely not. If you say no to everything, you'll mitigate your risk, of course, but you'll also miss opportunities. So you've got to pay proper attention to it from the no side, but also the yes side. How do we balance this out? There are some risks, but what are the upside possibilities over here? Options. What are our solution options? Have we rejected some options that may actually be viable? And number 8, the solution. Will the solution actually address the issue? Will it get us past the obstacles that we've identified previously? Okay. Now, he said that this approach, this 8-step alignment pyramid, does 3 things. It shows how much agreement exists among the parties. It uncovers the underlying sources of the disagreement, so maybe we don't run into disagreement again in the future. And the 3rd thing, it gives you a reusable framework. And I think that's tremendous. Maybe this framework isn't exactly right for you, but maybe you could take 6 of the 8 steps, and that would be right for you. Having a framework, Rob Hoover here talks about framework all the time. Having a framework makes life simpler. If you approach every disagreement in your organization as a new problem to be solved, and you've got to come up with a new solution each time, it makes life more challenging. It gives you dread. Oh no, Neha and Wayne are disagreeing again. Oh no, I've got to come up with I've got to mediate this situation. If you have a framework, it takes away some of that dread and allows you to approach from a much more constructive angle. The best part of this framework, I think, is that it generally encourages the participants to resolve the issue themselves. If they have the framework, maybe they don't need you to intervene at all. They can resolve it themselves, save your time, and save themselves some time and heartache. Okay? What do you think? Share with us in the comments. This is Wayne Rivers at Performance Construction Advisors, where we build better contractors.